Hey, look, it's me again. Okay, so this is part 2. Okay, so we're going to start from problem number 11. Okay, so what is the equation of the tangent line to y equals negative root of 5 minus x squared at x equals 1? What is the equation of the line? Okay. Now automatically, you see this pesky square root, and then you see x equals 1. It's terrible. So here's what you do. You plug into your graphing calculator. Okay. This equation, yes, the graphing calculator is recommended. Actually, right now I don't have one, but it is really recommended. You can figure out these problems very easily with graphing calculators. Okay, so for those of you who do have a graphing calculator, excuse me, for those of you who do have a graphing calculator, what you want to do is you want to plug in that equation in your graphing calculator, that y equals negative square root 5 minus x, I don't know how I came up with that, into the graphing calculator. Then what you want to plug in is you want to plug in A, B, C, D, and E into your graphing calculator. Whichever one touches the equation at x equals 1, that's your equation. Okay. Now, there are some tricks. Sometimes meaning I, give you an equation with the same slope, but a different y-intercept for your answers. And so sometimes don't rely on just saying, well, okay, I found the slope, so let me just find whatever problem with this, whatever answer has a slope, I'll pick that one. Well, instead, you also have to look at the y-intercepts, because the y-intercepts also determine the height at which it's at. Okay, number 12. Find the domain of the function. Find the domain of the function f of x equals square root of x minus 2 over square root of x minus 3. Okay, for those of you who have a graphing calculator, this is extremely easy. Just plug it in and see where it hits and where it can't hit. Now, for those of you who don't, use common sense. Okay, square roots cannot have negative values. Okay. Also, square roots, well, apparently in this question, square roots, it's in a denominator. So you know that this square root, the bottom square root, the root x minus 3, cannot be 0 or negative. So, pick your answer accordingly. Now, a little notation. When you see a parenthesis, so when it's like a curve like this, that means it's not inclusive. When you see a bracket, it's kind of like a square, like kind of square like that. Okay. When you see a bracket, it's inclusive, so it's including the number next to the bracket. So for example, on B it says, on C it says negative 3, comma 2 bracket. Bracket means it includes the 2. Okay. 13. Find the equation of the circle with the center at the point negative 3, comma negative 2, passing through y equals 0. Okay. Don't think this is calculus because it's saying it passes through y equals 0. No, it says it's a circle, so you know that you have a circle equation. So automatically you think, okay, x minus k squared plus y minus h squared equals r squared, the standard circle formula. Then what you do is it says, find the equation of the circle with the center at point 32. So then what you can do is you take 3 and 2, and you plug it in the equation. And then from there, it passes through y equals 0. Okay. So if it passes through y equals 0, really that doesn't tell you anything. So what you want to do is you want to take these two numbers and find an equation that matches that. And it's fairly simple. All you do is you take those 2 points again, you plug it in, the circle equation, and then from there simplify it out onto either A, B, C, D, or E. It's not. Okay. 14. Volume of a sphere is 12. Find the surface area of a sphere. Okay. The volume of a sphere is 12 pi, right? Okay. Now, from 12 pi, okay, what is the volume of a sphere? Well, the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take 4/3 pi r cubed and set it equal to 12 pi. Okay, that way you can find r. Once you find r, plug it in the surface area volume. The surface area is, I believe, 4 pi r squared. 4 pi r squared, yes, that's the one. Okay, 15. Find the derivative of 3x cubed minus 4x to the negative 43rd. Okay, now you may... This is 43rd, I can't read. What you do first, okay, you identify what kind of derivative this is. This is a chain rule. So automatically you know that you have to bring that 43 back forward. So you know you're going to have 43 in the front. Okay. Then you apply your power rule, and then you take the derivative of the inside. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when we come back for academic, I will explain, or actually, Michael will explain everything for you, including the chain rule, derivatives, other things. I may add in a couple of things, and so you will know how to take the chain rule by the end of academic decathlon, or actually by the end of by the beginning of competition. Yeah, that would be ideal. Okay. Okay, problem number 16. Find one value of of theta with 0, theta, and 2 pi, such that 2 sine 3 theta plus 1 equals 0. Okay, basically what it's asking you is find theta. Okay, so you find theta. All right, so use standard algebra. Okay, and so you'll end up with something like sine 3 theta equals to negative 1/2. Okay, then you have that pesky 3 theta. So what I tend to do is I do 3 theta equals to x. Okay, then I solve for x. I assume that it's just x. Okay, then once I find x, I divide everything by 3. Okay, because remember, I want to find theta, not 3 theta. Okay, and on USAD tests, they'll tend to put the answer with the 3 theta instead of theta. Okay, but you want to find theta. They're not asking you to find 3 theta. Alright? So, again, set 3 theta as x, solve for x, and then divide it by 3. Okay? Alright? Again, I will further explain this when academic decathlon starts again. Okay, 17. The surface area of a cylinder is 120 pi with a radius of 6. Find the area. Okay. Alright, so the surface area of a cylinder is 120 pi. Then what you do then is you take the surface area formula, and I won't tell you because I forgot. Actually, no, I do remember. Yeah, fairly easy. Actually, well, okay. You take the surface area formula, set it to 120 pi, okay, solve it, then plug it in the cylinder's area. Now the cylinder's area is really easy. It's 2 pi r, no, it's pi r squared h. Okay? I think. Look it up. Okay, 18. Mita has 7 shirts, 2 pants, 7 scarves, 4 pairs of shoes. If she picks one of each item, what is the chance she will pick the 6th shirt, the 1st pant, the 3rd scarf, and the 3rd pair of shoe? Okay. Now, automatically you have to think, okay, this is going to be really rare. Okay. So, what seems like the rarest answer? That's what I would look at. Okay. What you would do is you'd say, okay, you know that this can only happen once. Okay. You know that she can only pick the 6th shirt, 1st pant, 3rd scarf, and 3rd pair of shoes only once. There is no other way she can pick it. She can only pick that once. Okay, so you know it's going to be one out of something. Okay, then what you do is you say, well, okay, how much of everything is there? You take 7 shirts, multiply by 2 pants, multiply by 7 scarves, multiply by 4 pairs of shoes, and that will, I believe, that will equal 168. 7 times 2 is 14 times 7. I don't know. Okay. Whatever that equals, put it over that amount. So it'll be 1 over whatever that equals. Okay? I believe it is 1 over 168. I have to look it up though. It is most likely 1 over 168. But don't take my word for it. Yeah. Okay. Number 19. Find the exact value of sine. We've already seen this